because when you are idealizing the marks, it's a first priority from the side of the society, from the side of the parents, from the side of school. This is your main task, and the students are sitting in the examination hall. That person is vulnerable right now, because you accentuated the marks, that's why you are making that person corrupt. That person is thinking that I have to just secure the good marks anyhow, because I have to please my teachers and I have to please my parents. And that person is starting to do the corruption, and this corruption is becoming the part of his identity.
True.
So this is a matter of the concern, because we are preparing the corrupt cadre of the students. When these students will take the step in the society, so they will spread the corruption. Right now their priorities are marks. When they take the step after completing their academics, their priorities will make money. And they will go at any degree to get money. You can just see the life examples of that in your society. The people. Good morning, everyone. Today we are with one of the renowned psychologists. He is doing the work on the emotions of the students and doing the counseling of them. And today we are going to discuss something about real education. What is real education? What are the problems related with the traditional education? What kind of solutions we can get to some new things in this conventional education system? So welcome, sir. So what do you think about real education?
First of all, thank you, Tariq sir, for having me on this conversation. And real education, it's a very big term to discuss actually. What I feel real education is, it's about understanding. It's about critical thinking. It's about observing. And it's also about having all that features which makes you human. It's not only about getting marks, but more than that, it's about how you become. So education is not merely limited to degrees, but it's more about your character. It's more about who you are. Are you able to understand yourself?
So very fabulous answer given by the respected teacher, so that he is saying that education is all about to just develop your character. By the time, just reminding one quote, that if you lose money, you lose nothing. If you lose health, you lose something. But if you lose your character, you lost everything. But right now, if you try to understand, the current education system is not developing the characters of the students. Students are focusing only to get the good marks and to show the parents and teachers, the society, school, parents, all of them accentuating the students to secure the good marks only, rather than to develop the character, rather than to be just make their own identity. So what would be your opinion to the parents, those who always pressurize the children to secure the good marks rather than to develop the character?
That is a very good actually statement made by you, sir. That is the reality, and that is the harsh reality, I should say, about society, that education is nowadays restricted, I should say, in a very limited perception, where students are only focusing on marks. And yes, that is true. The true reason behind this restriction of a student is because of their parents. You know what my message to such parents are? That you can pressurize your children to get good marks, but you cannot make them a good human being. And we should not restrict our children to just mug up the answers, just learn the answers. But it is more than that, to understand what that story is trying to say, what that author is trying to say. Because at the end, question answers will not remain with you. Your percentages will not remain with you. But yes, what you have learned will always be with you till the end of your life. So yes, it is very important to focus on understanding rather than of just learning and getting marks.
Okay, very good answer. So right now, if you try to understand the reality, the character of the students are being built by the matrix. Means they are copying the celebrities, say fake celebrities. They are actually just watching the movies and following the celebrities of the social media accounts, and they are trying to be just making their personality according to them. Rather than to mold their personalities by the education, they are molding their personality, or especially the matrix is molding the personalities of the students in the notorious way. So what could be the solution of that? Because education system is not directing the personalities of the students in the positive way. And on the other hand, this matrix continuously destroying their emotions, destroying their personality, and destroying their thoughts. So what would be the solution of this problem? On one hand, the matrix continuously destroying their personalities, and our education system is failed to be just mold them in the positive way.
Okay. So there are two things that you mentioned in your statement. First of all, yes, how traditional education is lagging behind, and secondly, how social media platforms are encouraging students to move forward in a negative way, actually. So I will just answer them separately. The first thing, yes, how social media, what kind of impact that social media is having on students. The concept we call in psychology, it's about 2 minutes fame. Everyone in current time, everyone wants to be famous. And nowadays, because of internet and all these platforms, it becomes very easy. It's very accessible for everyone to create videos and do whatever they want to, just in order to get all that fame, in order to attract the crowd. And secondly, and they are doing this because I talk about that particular age group, teenagers and all, so they are not able to understand what is good and what is bad for them. All what they want, all what they are looking is that luxurious life that is being represented on such platforms. And so as a society, we need to understand, and we need to make students understand of that particular age group, that whatever is on camera, it's not the reality. On the other hand, yes, why education is not able to provide a particular solution? Because education is restricted towards only getting marks. So what we can do is we can, you can say, explore the regions of education, and that's what we need to do actually. We need to make a student understand, and we need to make education fun, because at the end it's about interest actually. So all these activities which are involved into social media platforms are very interesting. Time where they are able to enjoy themselves. On the other side, education, people are lacking expression. So what they feel in school, that all they have to do is just to understand what a teacher is saying. They have to mug up the answers and they have to write it down. So that is not interesting. Why would anyone would like to do this on daily basis? On the other hand, Instagram reels they are able to express, they are able to represent themselves freely. So that freedom should be a part of education, and that restriction which we are facing in education should be on social media. But now they are completely mixed up. There is a complete mashup. So what I feel, that yes, education should be more liberal. There should be more open. There should be freedom of expression. And on social media platform, there should be certain sort of restrictions, just to make a student understand. Restrictions, now by restrictions, I do not mean that there should be age restrictions or something, because it is good for in multiple cases. But at the same time, in the case of that 2 minutes fame, a student or anyone needs to understand that whatever, so you cannot just come on such platforms, do certain kinds of negative things which is not good, because you know why it is very harmful. Because that 2 minutes fame will give you, your character, your personality, your family, a tag that will exist forever. So that is a very negative aspect of social media. So one needs to be very careful while dealing with such things. Anything would you like to add? You tell me, because you asked a solution. This was my opinion related to this. What according to you will be the solution of such issues?
According to me, that you know, to get the appreciation and to get the fame, it's an innate value of the humans. Okay, so if you are not giving the fame and appreciation to the students on the daily basis in the positive way, so they will definitely just jump on the social media and these notorious things. So in the education system, that we have to just make some platform, and we have to make some system where that students must be appreciated on the daily basis or on a weekly basis for their productive work, for their constructive work. So they are actually just fulfilling their innate values in the positive way. Let's take an example that I run one ELM system where that I give the task to the students. This is the weekly task, like you have to motivate the students for the climatic change. So students do the research on the climate, that how the climate is being changing continuously, what will be the drastic effect of that in the future, and they start to motivate the others on the stage by their videos and by taking the trainings. And at the end of the week, we select the best student who perform very best and who inspired the most of the students and who showed so much seriousness. So we appreciate that students up on the stage. So students actually just feel fame and they get the real appreciation. They get the real likes on the side of the students. So we create that kind of the artificial platform where the students getting the appreciation in the positive way. It's a substitute of this fake social media and this fake metrics. We are putting the students in the constructing in the positive way and getting the positive likes, positive comments from the side of other students. So students actually just in the FOMO of positive things. The social media actually just create the FOMO of the notorious thing that if you don't have the iPhone, so you are being deprived of lots of the things. They are making the iPhone is the matter of identity. So we are creating the positive FOMO. If you don't have the face of the week, if you are not speaking, if you're not inspiring to the people, if you are not completing your task, so means you are deprived of lots of the things. So students actually just following the heart in the positive way. So we applied this kind of the solution for this loophole or for this pitfall in the education system. So according to me, the real education is all about to be just develop your character, as you mentioned, that you have to be make your identity in the positive and constructive way, understand the problems of the society, and make your personality very strong so you can fulfill the needs of the society. Because you can take an example of the Martin Luther King Jr., APJ Abdul Kalam. So they made their identity. APJ Abdul Kalam is being known as the missile man and the people's president. So we also say to the students and put the question on the students, how you are making your identity around you, how you are being known in your class, in your society. So students actually very conscious about that development of the identity. They are thinking that I have to just become the motivational speaker. Some students are thinking that I have to become a problem solver. Some students are thinking that I should be known in school as the good leader. So they are literally just becoming conscious about making their identities. But in the education system, in the conventional education system, these kind of things are not being taught. That what is identity? Students are not conscious about that. What is problem solving? They are only just doing the rote learning and focusing on to get the marks. So this is really just all the things will fast in smoke in the future. So you can also just give some solution of that, because this is the matter of the you can say national problem. Because our politicians always say that one day that we will become the developed country, but they don't have any plan for the education. True. And education is the foundational thing. If you are not doing the work on the education, if you are creating the cadre of the rote learner, those who don't have any skills, those who don't know anything, so how they will uplift the country at the top?
True.
So what will be your opinion to the politicians and the policy makers for the education, that how much amendment they have to bring in the education system for the betterment of the society?
So actually what I feel, if we are talking about the contribution of politician, yes, obviously they are the one who should and who must, I should say, take interest in development of this education. And also specifically because you said that now that the traditional method of education, teachers are the key factor that connects all that education system with children. So they are acting as the middleman between these two. Now why this came in my mind, because yes, it somehow depends on the teacher a lot. Why I'm saying this, it is because whatever a children is going to able to understand, it completely depends on the teacher, the environment. There are few teachers who are completely restricted towards this traditional method. Like the main focus is just to complete the syllabus, just to complete all the exercises, and that the work is done. So now the thing is, where is the creative part? And that's what CBSE, National Education Policy, and everything, even in MP board, many schools and everyone, they are talking about this creative learning. Now the concept comes where is the time? If you talk about an educational institution, if we are talking about teachers being creative, the thing is, yes, first of all, a teacher needs to be more creative in order to break the hurdles of the traditional education, so that a student have time to understand and express what he understood. What you said, that is correct. But you said about that now, that if we are making a student conscious about their image, that is a very good tool, that is a very effective tool. But there is also certain age groups that where students are feeling, especially I'm talking about boys, they're feeling that if we will have that negative aura, if we will have that dawn kind of image, I should say. So it is more beneficial to us, all that kind of teenagers understanding. So now that kind of understanding is coming through whatever you can say, all these social media platforms, and I don't know, friend circle and all that, but that is affecting that motivation of having a student's identity good in school. So if a student is trying to strive willingly for their image in school on an open platform, at the same time, if the student will move towards it upper classes, there is this sort of hesitation that as a man, whether I should be standing on such platform or not. So all that stereotypical image, that is also a very big hurdle. So you can tell me, you will take care of such students who are very image conscious and specifically want to have that dawn kind of image.
So as we were discussing previously, the metrics are preparing the minds, thoughts, images, and emotions of the students in a notorious way. They are idealizing these things with the help of the celebrities. So students are not able to understand that these are all other distorted things, and this will completely destroy their identity. So they are just getting all this they are getting all these absurd things from the movies and from the web series, whatever the things are. And this is the responsibility of the government to be check all the things, that what kind of the matter they are actually showing to the students and showing to the teenagers. You can take an example of lots of the movies which are very feral movies, you can say. And they are showing the seeds of hatred, mischievous things, and all the things. So you can understand that politicians are responsible to distort the thoughts, image, and identities of the students. And first we can do one thing. We can just bring the conscious among the students. This is the notorious identity, and this is the positive identity. We can do the our work as the teachers. These all other things which are being served by the metrics, all the things are destructive. And we can idealize the mythological characters and some heroes like Ramji, that how their personality was. He was virtuous, he was resilient, he was the man of tongue, and he was completing his responsibility. So we can idealize some character which are being known in the society and which are being considered sacred in the society. And we compare these two things. Either you are standing in the queues of these destructive personalities, or you're standing in the queues of these constructive personalities. It's on you want to prepare yourself as a successful personality, so follow the pathway of these people. And if you want to destroy yourself completely, so follow the pathway of these malicious, mischievous, and disgusting people. So we have to orchestrate the image of these celebrities in the same way. They are very malicious, they are disgusting, they are making their own money, they are manipulating their mind, they are your enemies. So when we create the hatred in their hearts, disgust, so might be that some people can save themselves. But if you try to misunderstand, the teachers are also not aware about these kind of things. They are also just watch the movies and idolize the celebrities in front of the students. So how the students will understand that I have to restrict myself from this pathway. So this is the solution. Politicians also do the same thing. They always, let's take an example of the Hitler, that he did all the things in the notorious way, that he was portraying the image of the Jews as the villains in front of the society. These are the troublemakers, and they are bringing the shambolic condition in the society. So we must have to be just kill them. Okay. So the Hitler was creating the image of the Jews as the villain, and he did that. He used his gift of the gab. He used his party to propagate this idea among the people, and the people were convinced. That's why that Holocaust did happen. So why can't we do the same thing in the positive way? We can just idealize the positive characters, positive people, positive way, and also just trivialize the image of the destructive people and the people, those who are sharing the destructive content to the students. So this is the thing that we can do, that limited resources. We can only just use our voice, social media platforms, some dramas that we did a check review. So we, in the limited resources, we can do that much. And these celebrities have so much resources. They have the, you can say, cinema halls and this kind of things. Yes. So they are doing, spreading the bad things by these things, and we can spread the good things by our limited resources. And first, the question comes on to the politicians, what they are doing. Because in limited resources, we can do that much. We can create the positivity in the minds of the people. So they have all the powers, they are the policy makers. So what they are doing for the sake of the society.
We need to understand one thing, sir. What I feel that yes, they have the power, they are able to do it, but the reason is why they are not doing this, because at the end, when as a politician, when it comes to political benefit, obviously we will manipulate the people, because
I think they don't want to understand
Yes.
the people, the reality.
Yes,
And they
true.
want to remain the people as they are. That's why they are engaging the people
Yes.
into this kind of the useless stuff. And
True.
they don't want the people to aware about their rights,
True.
a bit about their identity, because when the people will be aware about the rights, about their identity, so they will raise their voice.
Yes, and
they will
educated
raise the
person will
questions
raise.
onto the people that why you are not doing the work, why that you always try to segregate the people based on the religions. So the people so what can we do for the betterment of this education system as we are the teachers? So what we can do from our side for the betterment of the education, so the students, those who are around us, they can be benefited for the real education. What was a step, or how many things that we can do, so on the basis of that we can say they are getting a real education.
So what I feel as a teacher, what I do actually is that I know that I have a pressure of completing syllabus. So why not, as a teacher, as a language teacher, I can connect the syllabus or the stories from real life experiences. So it will act as a very good tool for a student, not only to understand the chapter but also to understand their real life situations. I can connect them both, stories and their real life incidents. So it will be a very good tool for them to understand the syllabus, understand the concept, what the author is trying to say. It will bridges the communication gap between the teachers and students, because most of the time students do have this complaint that we are not able to link either with the institution, either with the school, or either with the you can say fellow students. So it will we can try to make a student more sensitive towards the topic that is going around. As you said now, that politicians are intentionally doing certain things to create some sort of ambience which will later profit them only. So as a teacher, we can connect things so that students can start thinking critically.
So means they shouldn't be restricted for the syllabus, and they should get the liberty to understand the things and to express their own thoughts. And on the basis of that, they should get the marks, because if you are prioritizing the marks, that only at the end of the day you have to just get the marks anyhow, because there are the three ways to get the marks. First, by rote learning; second, by doing the cheating; and third, by understanding it really. So you will find that majority of the students, 90% of the students, they engage in these two things. First two things: rote learning or cheating. And 5% of the 10% will literally just do the study and understand the concept and express their thoughts. So this language is all about to be express your thoughts in a positive way. If you are able to speak in a very articulating way, where that you are precisely expressing your thoughts in a very diplomatic and emotional and all the things you are adding into your communication skills, so you are covering the language. If the students are able to do these things, so they secure the marks based on these things, not based on only that rote learning. So written examination should be the part of the education, same oral also, and same that how they are developing their personality according to the teachings of the author. Are they really just helping their comrades? Are they really giving the respect? Because author is teaching that you have to be very obedient to your teachers. So you have to get the marks based on that. After explaining the chapter, that person applying the moral values of this chapter in his personality or not. So 3 or 4 things should be segregated. But we are only just covering only written examination. We are not focusing on the oral examination, public speaking. We are not focusing on the development of the moral values and the message they are getting from the chapter. The 3 or 4 3 things are missed. Only the one thing is being checked by the teachers, only written examination. So that's why the students are not developing, because lots of the things are left behind. So according to me, that all the whole personality, the speaking skills, the moral values, written examination, expression of the thoughts, all the things should be judged, and on the basis of that, students must secure the marks. So what are the pitfalls in that? Why the teachers and the schools are not making the system in this way? Why they are not able to just do this kind of things, judge the personalities of the students, or give the marks on the basis of these 3 or 4 pillars?
So actually, nowadays what I feel that the schools and organizations are kind of threatened to adopt any new changes, because from years, from centuries, we are going on practicing such sort of things that we are continuing till now. So it's, it's more into our reflexes. We are able to do all that kind of things very easily. So now adapting a new thing, although it is very needed, it is a must for schools. So what you said, that is true. But at the same time, I too have some different opinion related to written examination, because I feel that, understanding is a very different concept, as well as expression is a very different concept. So, but the problem is written examination only focuses on what you are able to write. So there can be a very brilliant student who understands everything, but he is not able to express his feelings in the way he is supposed to. But now, but I will only give him marks based on what he has written, rather than on what he understood. So there is a very, different opinion of me having written examination, specifically talking about language. Okay, I can understand about maths, that you need to perform maths, but sometimes if you're not able to write the written examination, fine. But let me have all that. Let me understand that whether you are able to understand the concept of this or not. And nowadays, it's also about this. Every class chapter syllabus is restricted. Why not let teachers? Why not education system should give spaces to teachers that if I feel I can add or deduct few things, because if I am taking a class of 40 students, all the students are not same. So why not institutions or education system give me that space that I can upgrade or change the syllabus, the existing syllabus according to me. So that can be a solution to provide quality education.
Okay, you are saying that written examination is not all about to express the thoughts.
Yes.
Means you are also trivializing the one part of which are being focused. That is also not proper. Means students are not even that expressing their thoughts. They are only just doing the things to please the teachers and only just write the thing as they have been told in the class. So means they are only writing not according to their thoughts, but according to the things which they have written in their copies. So means the written examination system is not giving the freedom to express their thoughts.
Yes, and also one thing, sir, at the end, as you said, now that most of the students are focusing on cheating. So as a student, I just need to fill my paper, no matter how, whether I have learned it or not, or whether I have to cheat.
So means this education system actually just making the students corrupt. Morally corrupt, because when you are idealizing the marks, it's a first priority from the side of the society, from the side of the parents, from the side of school. This is your main task, and the students are sitting in the examination hall. That person is vulnerable right now. That teenager doesn't know that what is right and what is good, because you accentuated the marks. That's why you are making that person corrupt. That person is thinking that I have to just secure the good marks anyhow, because I have to please my teachers and I have to please my parents. And that person is starting to do the corruption, and this corruption is becoming the part of his identity.
True.
So, and corruption, rote learning, this education system preparing the students as the corrupt students.
So that is true. What you are saying, that is 100% true, and that is why I said that written examination, I am not very comfortable with the written examination. It is because you are giving a goal, and now a student has this stereotypical mentality that I have to achieve that goal no matter how. So I will do whatever it takes for me, hook or crook. I will do whatever. The thing is, I have to write this much, and I will do it. I will not.
So guys, this is a matter of the concern, because we are preparing the corrupt cadre of the students. When these students will take the step in the society, so they will spread the corruption. Right now, their priorities are marks. When they take the step after completing their academics, their priorities will make money. And they will go at any degree to get money. You can just see the life examples of that in your society. The people go at any degree by hook and crook. They want to just get money. They don't take care of any morality. They don't take care of any religious teachings. They want to just get the money because they have been prepared about the same thing since their childhood in their education system.
And also because we are appreciating the students who are getting good marks. So already the morality died in the examination room itself, because the student know that who is going to get the appreciation, the one who is getting good marks or good percentages. So if he is not getting good percentages, the parents will shout, teachers will shout, no matter he tried his best, he did what he can, and he refused to cheat. But yes, at the end, what matters is about
So
percentages.
you are saying that if that student is